Ocarina of Time is considered one of the greatest games ever made. What is there to say about this game that hasn't already been said? Nearly every story beat, dungeon, item, and character has been dissected numerous times. But there is a detail in this game that is very seldom talked about. That is this mysterious location that Link and Zelda are standing in at the end of the game. Is it more than it appears? Let's find out. First, let's do a quick refresh to the ending of Ocarina of Time. Link pulled the Master Sword, which opened up the door to the Sacred Realm. Ganondorf was able to get in and tries to use the Triforce. His heart was not in full balance, so instead of gaining the full power of the Triforce, it splits, with only the Triforce of Power staying with Ganondorf. The Triforce pieces of Wisdom and Courage going to Zelda and Link respectively. Another consequence of Ganondorf entering the Sacred Realm was that the realm then mirrored the heart of the one who entered it, thus the Sacred Realm became the Evil Realm as the game describes. Due to Link not being old enough to wield the Master Sword, he sleeps for 7 years in the Chamber of the Sages. Link awakens to a broken Hyrule, now ruled over by Ganondorf. Link completes his mission by awakening the 6 sages, going to Ganon's castle and using the Blade of Evil's Bane to deliver the final blow to the beast form of Ganondorf, known as Ganon. The sages then come together and seal Ganondorf in the Void of the Evil Realm, also known as the Sacred Realm. Now we are caught up to our scene of interest where Zelda sends Link back in time to his child self so that he may live out his childhood and the 7 years that he lost. So let's point out the obvious about this scene. It's a little weird that Link and Zelda are just standing in the sky with clouds all around them. There's no other point in the game that's really like this or a known location like this, other than it just being the sky. I always thought that this scene was a little weird because of that, but never thought too much of it. That was until another Zelda game came along much later and I saw this. The final battle at the end of Skyward Sword, when Link faces off with the Demon King Demise, it's an eerily similar setting to the ending scene of Ocarina of Time. This area in Skyward Sword, according to the Japanese in-game text, is known as the Demon Tribe's world. There's a number of theories on what exactly this world is, and I don't plan to get into it in this video, but perhaps another time. What I do know is despite their similar appearance, there really isn't any evidence to say either of these lands are the same place. These games take place thousands of years apart, not to mention the final battle in Skyward Sword taking place even further back in time from the game's main time setting. And why would Link and Zelda randomly be in the Demon Tribe's world for one brief moment unexplained? This location in Skyward Sword was what got the ball rolling for me in trying to figure out the mysterious location in Ocarina of Time. I personally believe there is only 2 possible locations for where this scene takes place. The first potential location is the Sacred Realm. The Sacred Realm is described as a holy world connected to the land of Hyrule, and the resting place of the Triforce. The 3 golden goddesses, once they finished the creation of the land of Hyrule and its inhabitants, left behind a symbol of their strength, the Triforce, before departing for the heavens. The evidence for this area being the Sacred Realm is pretty substantial. In all depictions we see of the realm, it is always shown with clouds and essentially being in the sky. We even see this in previous scenes in Ocarina of Time itself. It also logically follows that because Ganondorf is sealed in the Sacred Realm/Evil Realm at the end of the game, that both Link and Zelda traveled there for Zelda to help complete said sealing and remain there for this ending scene. With Ganondorf now sealed, the realm then no longer being the Evil Realm returns to being the Sacred Realm. Now it would be nice to definitively say Link and Zelda are in the Sacred Realm during this scene, but there is some conflicting evidence that makes me think otherwise. First, even up to the conclusion of this scene, Zelda is still referring to the Sacred Realm as the Evil Realm in its present state, implying that it would not be nice and happy clouds as the Sacred Realm is still reflecting the desires of Ganondorf. Also, we have conflicting in-game dialogue by multiple characters saying either Ganondorf is sealed in the void of the Evil Realm, or that Ganondorf is straight up sealed in the Sacred Realm/Evil Realm itself. so it's hard to determine the exact specifics of Ganondorf's seal, and if the case is that Ganondorf was sealed in the Sacred Realm, and not just the void in the Sacred Realm, then of course Link and Zelda would not still be in there, locked inside with him. Ocarina of Time was originally meant to be the prequel and backstory to A Link to the Past, and despite the differences between it and A Link to the Past's original backstory, I do believe the developer's intent was to depict those events. Now, I believe today that intent has been fully retconned with Wind Waker and Twilight Princess now as the true follow-ups to Ocarina of Time, and A Link to the Past now sadly relegated to a what-if follow-up, but at the time I feel they were trying to set up the imprisoning war from A Link to the Past. Thus, it seems to me that there's a good chance Ganondorf was meant to be directly sealed in the Sacred Realm, with it remaining the Evil Realm, or Dark World as it's called in A Link to the Past. So that brings us to option 2, which is that in this scene, Link and Zelda are still here. With Ganon's castle now crumbled and the entire area just being an overall dim and depressing looking place, I think the developers simply just added a sky background as an artistic expression to have the setting fit the mood. I think we can all agree it would make the scene a little more awkward with this grim set piece behind them during what's supposed to be an emotional moment. The sky background made for a quick and easy solution instead of going through the effort to change the scenery of Ganon's castle just for one short cutscene. Why they didn't have Link and Zelda in Hyrule Field instead, we may never know, but I think the whole floating in the sky thing also works just fine. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next time.